My name is Rayshawn Joseph. You watching Strictly Basketball Podcast, Episode 3. The intro today is greatest superstar players that was injury prone. I got a special guest today. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yo, what's good? New York City, what's good? This Dom. Feel y'all know me as Dom. I'm on Strictly Basketball today, Episode 3. Tell y'all a little bit about myself, my story, my journey. We're going to talk basketball. Rayshawn.
All right, so let's get to it. So, how did you get interested in basketball?
Man, I was just like playing around in middle school, and I had got upset. Like it was I was dribbling. I was on a middle school basketball team,
Right.
like 7th grade.
Right.
Somebody stole the basketball from me, and he took it down the court. He dunked it, and the crowd was going like crazy, and I was feeling like bad. I was feeling trash. So then, ever since then, I was just like, man, I'm going to try to be like the greatest in the world, like
Right.
ever.
So how was your transition from I know you're from Mississippi, so how was your transition from moving from Mississippi coming into New York? So how was that transition, from moving from Mississippi coming into New York?
Man, it was crazy, man. It was like a shock. It was like a culture shock, cause like once I hopped on the plane and left Mississippi, and then I landed in Jersey, right, where my mother was at.
Facts.
And then me and my mom went to Times Square.
Facts.
And like when I seen
Times Square got everything. That's the Big Apple, New York City, the Big Apple for sure.
I seen Times Square, it just like it was like unreal. It was like a dream for real. So I was like, man, this where it's at.
Definitely. So how was your college experience? How was your experience at BMCC? I know you're a 2-time champion at BMCC. So how was your experience at BMCC? Talk about that.
Man, I give you the good and I give you the bad, man.
All right, give me both. Let's go.
Yeah, cause like, man, I was taking the train, cause this is New York. A lot of people take the train.
Hell yeah,
I had
this New
never,
York.
I had never took the train.
that's a
I
fact.
just drive a car,
None
stuff
of
like
that.
that. And I kept seeing this school advertising the BMCC. They was saying start here, go anywhere. So I was like, man, I knew I wanted to hoop, but I ain't just really know where.
Where though?
Yeah, so I had like enrolled in BMCC, and then I had looked up the coach email.
Yeah.
I emailed him, and he liked it. I went to like one of the workouts.
You walked on at BMCC or you got recruited there? You walked on. You was a red shirt there, right?
I basically just walked on.
Walked on. And then when you made the team and shit, you was wilding and killing at the tryouts, and I know you was going crazy.
Yeah, cause like I had the confidence built up already from playing.
You was optimistic about making the team and all that. Yeah.
I had played like 4 years of high school. I had did AAU. I had did like travel teams, middle school. So I kind of like just wanted to keep like pursuing myself and like keep going to the next level.
Definitely, for sure, definitely. So then Lehman, I know you transferred to Lehman. So how was that for you going to Lehman leaving BMC going to Lehman?
Yeah, the main thing with Lehman was man, I wanted to finish like my next 2 years. 'Cause I know I had 4 years of eligibility.
Right.
So I found Lehman. They had like the major that I was looking for.
What you took up in college? What was your major?
At Lehman, it was recreation education. So it was like coaching. It was like sports classes and stuff.
Yeah, I know you work with kids now. I know you work with the youth and all. I know you train kids now.
Yeah, man.
You got the youth is the next generation, so you got to take care of the next generation. That's the youth. So
yeah, that was my thing. That was my thing as far as like basketball. Like I always had that in my head, as a side.
You got to inspire the next generation that's coming up. Next generation of stars. You got to inspire. They got to be an inspiration. The next generation, things like that. So talk about New York City basketball. What you like about New York City basketball?
Man, what? It's basketball.
Because New York City's the mecca of basketball. So
right, facts. Yeah.
what's your experience playing in New York City basketball tournaments and things like that?
Man, I was at it's just the mecca, like you said. I played in a few tournaments, LES.
Name all the tournaments you played in. I know you played in a lot. I seen you in a lot. Yep.
I did. Well, man, LES with BG. I played in.
Shout out to BG, one of the best trainers in New York City, BG, and he got a gym. What's the name of that gym? He got a new gym that you can go train at.
Lower East Side.
Lower
He
East
invited
Side.
me over there. Yeah,
He got a gym in the low. Shout out to Brian Gardenhire.
Yo,
BG.
Another tournament. I got blessed to touch the floor, man. Dykeman. It was an influencer game at Dykeman.
Yeah, I was there when Jadakiss and Styles B and them came out. The Locks came out. That was in 2021 summer. The Locks came out. Shout out to the Locks. Shout out to Jadakiss and all of them. Shout out to the Locks.
Yeah, that was crazy. I did Rucker. I did Rucker in college. Got the chip in Rucker, man. Got the chip in Rucker.
Then I know you played in the Bike-Con Classic joint and Rucker joint last summer.
Nah. That was I did
That joint you played in Rucker last summer.
Nah, I did Rucker in like 2017.
You ain't playing
through
Rucker
college.
Park the summer that just passed by? You ain't do Rucker?
Oh, yeah,
You did Rucker
It
last
was
summer.
the
That
man,
Bitcoin joint. Bitcoin Classic joint.
Bitcoin.
But
Yeah,
Bitcoin Classic joint, yeah.
yeah. So many tournaments, man. Also Zone 6. I
Zone
did Zone
6,
6 too.
Zone 6.
The Bitcoin was good though. That was for
I know
20,000.
I know you did West Fourth. West Fourth, everybody. I did the K. I did West Fourth a few times.
I ain't do West Fourth yet. West Fourth on my list. Hopefully
you
this
gotta,
year.
you gotta go to that. A lot of legends came through the K's. J.R. Smith, Brandon Jennings, Carmelo,
Yeah.
Smudge Parker. Shout out to Smudge Parker. A lot of greats
Yeah,
came.
man, Smudge.
A lot of greats came through West Fourth. A lot of greats. Word.
I think this summer I'm gonna be in West Fourth because I met this Coach Hollywood. I think he might
You never
have a
did
team
Gersh?
there.
You did Gersh?
Nah, I never did Gersh before. I always go to like show love and support though, like just to experience it. You know,
All right, so where you feel like NYC basketball going? How you feel where you feel like it's going in the future? NYC basketball, like
it kind of seemed like to
a
me,
decade from now, like where you see NYC? Cause you know NYC basketball changed, like street ball changed a lot, especially Dykeman's a lot of one-on-ones now, and it changed. But every 10 years, every decade, street ball it changed a lot.
Yeah, it looked like it's going in a great direction, man. Cause like as long as I've been here, I've been in New York for 10 years now. So like, and it kind of seemed like to me like every single summer, every year, the basketball just keeps getting better and better, and it just keeps getting bigger and
The
bigger.
culture in NYC basketball is gonna always be the culture. NYC basketball gonna always be here. The culture, all that gonna always be. I ain't gonna never go nowhere for sure. Definitely. So I know you're an entrepreneur. So what's next for you in basketball? Like where you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, as far as basketball,
As far as
now,
basketball, yeah, what's next for you?
I'm just trying to like transition into more of like creating like more content now, man. That's what I'm looking into more of now because like as I keep growing and getting older and aging, I know like I can't play basketball.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna last forever at all. You feel me? Everybody got hoop dreams, but everybody ain't gonna go to the NBA. It's only 60 picks every year, so. But
Only
you could,
400 jobs.
But you could always do things within basketball like this, a podcast, be a basketball trainer, a coach. There's other things you could do within basketball besides make it as an NBA player. Because you know a lot of players now think they can make it to the NBA, but they don't realize it's hard. You got to put in the work. You got to have determination.
window.
You got to have determination. You got to have self-discipline. For all the players that want to make it far, you got to have self-discipline, determination. You got to work hard, and you got to be consistent. If you're consistent every day, doing the same thing, consistency is the key to success in life, for sure.
Yeah,
So what else you want to get into?
there's more like the digital content now, man. After so long, I ain't gonna really just want all the attention, like how all the basketball and blame glory and the fame. I'm gonna just like fall back and just like be behind the scenes and do some work behind the scenes. But I think I'm looking into like more like the content creation and stuff like that.
Content, definitely. So I know you train kids in basketball. So where you working at now training kids? 'Cause I know you train kids now in basketball. So where you at now training the kids?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be at a couple of schools in Manhattan and Brooklyn. It's a program called Roads to Success for all the like youth ages like middle school, high school. I'm gonna be training with them hopefully soon, probably starting in like about like 2 weeks or next month or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta encourage the youth. You gotta inspire the kids, cause a lot of kids out here that's not certain kids out here is a lot of kids that be doing the wrong thing. So you gotta have to put the kids on the right path. Make sure they don't go down the wrong route in life. So you gotta always encourage them to do the right things. You gotta be that bigger influence, cause a lot of kids don't got that influence. A lot of kids doing violence in the street, doing crazy things. So you gotta be an older influence to influence the young kids that's coming up. So, and kids nowadays need positivity, like a mentor, a role model. Kids nowadays need that.
Yeah,
Mentorship is important.
That's why I try to teach, because after I done did like over like 10 years of playing ball, like ABA.
Yeah, 'cause I know you play semi-professional. Speak about your semi-professional career.
Yeah.
Speak about that.
The ABA with Bridgeport Kings. I played a few games with them. I played a few games. I did a little summer tournament at RSA with the Court Kings. That's a semi-pro team. Then college. That's the NCAA. Leaving is NCAA Division III. Then BMCC.
And I know you're affiliated with Roman Perez. I met Roman Perez in 2016.
Yeah, shout out to Roman. I was eating with him.
Shout out to Roman Perez as well. Shout out to Roman.
Yeah, I was just out eating with him the other day. Him and his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Roman. I met Roman. It's crazy. I met Roman Perez at an Apple store in 2016, and I was telling him I love basketball. I was telling him about my journey, and he invited me to a workout, and he got me in Terminal 23, the Mellow Gym. They had Terminal 23 back in 2016, 27. I'm upset they closed down Terminal 23. That gym was lit. I don't know if you've been to Terminal 23 before.
That's the Mellow Gym.
The Mellow Gym, they had closed it. Once Mellow left the Knicks, they closed that joint down. Terminal 23, that's where all the NBA players to go. They used to hold high school games in Terminal 23. Terminal 23 used to be lit.
Yeah, I got into Barclays Center through Roman.
Yeah.
The game I got in the Barclays Center.
Roman Perez got a good heart, a good spirit. Roman Perez is an overall good man. Roman Perez is a great man. If you ever come across him, that's a great man for sure.
Yeah, man. When I was letting a few coaches know like what I wanted to do with basketball and stuff, that's one guy who was telling me I should get connected with. So,
Connected. All right, cool. So I want to get into like basketball topics now. So we talking about greatest superstar players that was injury prone. My opinion, the greatest superstar player that was injury prone that could have been great, Derrick Rose, because he had 3-time All-Star. He made All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. How you feel about how great Derrick Rose was as a player? Your personal opinion.
Yeah, Derrick Rose just got like a good heart, man, for the game of basketball. He ain't really into like all the negativity, because playing a sport of basketball, it also brings like certain stuff that the players don't like. Like you got fans who might try to trash talk and stuff like that. But what I kind of seem like and feel like from watching Derrick Rose is like, he just got that love. Derrick Rose definitely just got that relationship with the game that, ain't too many people that got that. And that's why he's still in the league to this day. That's why
he still got longevity. He 34 years old now, 34 years of age right now. Mm-hmm. I like him because he bring a good veteran leadership presence to the locker room for the young players. So he bring that. Like a good leadership role to the team.
At this point, I can really see that he put his ego, because it's a lot of ego stuff. He put that to the side, he just put that to the side.
And he was the youngest NBA MVP ever. He was he won MVP at the age 21. So that's what's great about Derrick Rose. And there was a lot of great injury. Grant Hill was a great player that was injury prone.
You met Derrick Rose one time,
I met
right?
Derrick Rose back in 2021 in the summertime. I met him it was in August. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was able to meet him, talk to him and things like that. So it was great coming across a player like that. I met him in Battery Park. Met him back in Battery Park, Hudson River Park, things like that. He was one and done in college with the University of Memphis. He came straight out of college. He did only 1 year in college, straight to the NBA. He came in the NBA dominating. So that was so great about Derrick Rose. Word.
Yeah, sure. I think Adidas gave him like a lifetime contract or something like that.
Yeah, he had an endorsement with Adidas, a small sneaker endorsement with Adidas. Mm-hmm. He had an endorsement with them too, like that. And I'm talking about how basketball relates to the real life.
Yeah, man, it's life lessons. And once a person steps into between them lines, man, it's to the point where it's like, everybody.
Like I said last episode, you could use basketball as a tool. Like if you're going through depression, if you're going through anything personal in life, you can use basketball to get you out that mood.
Yeah, that's one reason I definitely try to play as much as I can, because sometimes I don't be in the best of mood myself, and I just go get on that court, and it's like I'm in the world all alone.
Yeah, because basketball could take you around the world. You can meet people in basketball.
Traveling.
You could travel through playing basketball. Basketball could take you around the globe.
Yeah, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, basketball could take you around the globe.
Yeah, I don't went around all these boroughs in New York, man. Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, man.
Then they got Staten Island everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Basketball is great, though. Basketball keep you out of trouble. It keep you doing something constructive with yourself, positive.
Yeah, what Biggie said. You got either the sling and the crack rod, you got wicked jump shot, man. I just try to stay in that lane, man, because I knew I could have been in the streets or something else like that, and I just knew them coaches stayed on me, telling me to stay in school, keep my grades up, get in the gym, 5 in the morning, be at practice. So that kind of always like kept me out the street, and it kind of like instilled in me, like made me who I am today.
Yeah, definitely.
To the point where I still do it like every day.
Yeah, basketball is an amazing thing. Like I started playing basketball at the age 10. I got my first trophy at 10, my second trophy at 11. High school was I went to like 4 different high schools, but I was able to graduate a high school diploma, honor roll in sports, something I love. So that was amazing. That was great.
That's it's like a motivational tool, because like even when I was in school, I'm knowing in my head I wanted to get on the court. So I'm thinking about I had to do this schoolwork and stuff like that first. I had to make sure I had a high GPA.
It's more than life than just basketball. You got to keep them grades up, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have your academic got to be up. If you want to go to a Division I school,
That's why
You gotta work. You gotta grind.
That's why I said student athlete.
Student athlete.
The student is first, then the athlete is second.
Definitely. So I want to get into another topic. I want to talk about Pau Gasol jersey ceremony speech. Shout out to Pau Gasol. So I was watching his speech. So his speech had me emotional because he was talking about what Kobe Bryant meant to him.
Yeah,
Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to
man.
Kobe Bryant, the black mama. Kobe Bryant is one of the greats. So Pau Gasol just mean like he's speaking about like what Kobe meant to him. He was able to win 2 rings with Kobe back to back, 2009 and 2010. And he felt like he would have never did it without Kobe Bryant. And Pau Gasol was a great player. So.
Kobe motivated.
So what Kobe Bryant meant to you?
Man, when he was announcing that he retired, that he was gonna retire, I started crying like tears. That's how emotional I was. Like I'm watching the TV and he's saying like he not gonna play them. I'm like what? Tears going down my eyes. So that's like the impact. It's almost to a point where like Kobe was so impactful to people to the point where like even though people that
Kobe had that killer mentality. That's one thing. That mama mentality. He had that.
Like even though people ain't never met him or touched him before like that, but he just still impacted basketball players through his mentality. Like it's just insane. Like his work ethic.
And
like
Kobe was a smart man. Kobe was able to speak more than one language. Kobe was able to speak Spanish, French. Kobe was very like talented. Like not even that. He got an Oscar award. Kobe Bryant got an Oscar award. That's amazing. An Oscar, like that's great. Like
yeah, work ethic, man. That's what I looked at. I was like, wow, man.
Yeah, so but that Pau Gasol ceremony is well deserved though for Pau Gasol. Well deserved. 6-time NBA All-Star, All NBA second team. He was great as an NBA player.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like
Kobe, you watched the ceremony? You watched it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I might check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It was on YouTube.
Kobe knew that he was good, but the thing was like with the Pau Gasol, Kobe wanted to make his teammates better, and that's like the next level, man. That's like the next level, trying to make the next person better.
Yep. Or
trying to make
encourage the next person. Yep.
Make the people around him better. Once he figured out he could do that, then it was like a game over. Then.
Yeah, shout out to that. And I want to get into another topic. Ja Morant, that Ja Morant situation, him being suspended for flashing a weapon on IG Live. Mm-hmm. I just feel like him as an athlete, as a player, he needed to hold himself more accountable, but he took full accountability for that. He said, I was wrong, I need help. How you feel about that Ja Morant situation? How you feel about that? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, as long as he, realizes, like, man, at a certain point, like, once somebody reach a level of superstar status, man, it's time to put the guns down. It's time to, like, switch it up a little bit. It's time to turn the gangster mode off a little bit, man. So.
Yeah, because it's more than life than just being a tough guy and all. Like, you in the NBA, you getting paid millions of dollars. You're a superstar player. And Ja Morant pops, his father need to talk to his. I don't feel like the father need to talk because at the end of the day he a grown man. He gotta make his own decisions. But his father, he got his father as well. So
yeah, man. He owned up to his mistakes. None of us is perfect, man.
We all make mistakes in life.
Yeah, he owned up to it, and that's the thing, man. It's probably gonna just make him a better person.
I hope we could get him back on the court. So I hope he could come back. The Memphis Grizzlies are number 3rd seed in the Western Conference right now. Shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. They doing a great job this year. They're the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Memphis Grizzlies doing good this year. So they doing their thing this year, things like that. All right, so my name is Rayshawn Joseph. Thanks for watching Strictly Basketball Podcast Episode 3. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Facebook, everything.
Yeah, man, I'm Coach Don. This is Coach Don, man. Coach Don, Mr. Tucker on Instagram, man. Y'all can follow my page. I'm trying to get this YouTube up and running too, man. Thanks for having me on Strictly Basketball, man. Ball is life.
All right, we out. All right.